this is the place where we are writing scripts, and this portion I have intentionally shifted. So this is the yesterday's code. I am using it. I selected this. There are two ways to run the code. One is to select and say run the command from here. This is the one way, and another way is just to say control and enter. So control and enter key I have pressed. This is one by one I am doing it, just to make you aware about how the system functions. So if you see, resultant factor was not as per our requirement, because there is some mistake I have committed in writing code. So I intentionally this mistake, just to make you highlight that this whole R programming code for statistical analysis is case sensitive and is sensitive towards any particular item or element of the code is missing. Here I have identified this opening of the bracket has not been put by me. So this is the one mistake I have done, and based upon that the code was failed. So now let's select whole code and run it, because I have already uh, wrote these code in order to save time here. So I'm running this all the codes together, and if you see the output, so this is the data frame. We have brought it in front of you using the yesterday's code. So there is no point of doubt up to this. Now there was a one doubt, and that doubt was partially corrected, and now I'm taking it in a full swing, because yesterday I committed one mistake with respect to capital letter or a case sensitive issue. So I failed to identify it in the live class. This is general issue, that whenever you are in the live class, you are bothered with lot of many things. Sometimes your own mistake is not identified by your eyes. So that I have identified code is corrected, same codes are written. Right now what I have done it, this is the portion where the price issue was discussed. So there is a one product I have picked up called yogurt, yogurt flavor banana, yogurt mango flavor, yogurt berry flavor, yogurt apple flavor, yogurt orange flavor. So all the names of a same product has been referred. So same product has been picked up to be sold in different retails. This is our assumption. So quantity can be say 10, 20, and so forth. And based upon that, we are applying these codes. And now here price is kept uniform. So this is just a sales summary we are trying to retrieve using the single code selection, and then we are able to retrieve whole agenda. So if you see, you will find the summary of sales here different from the previous summary, because here code and the main item has been changed. Earlier it was dairy products, say specifying the dairy. This is milk, double toned, milk, full cream, ice cream, and curd, where in this case we have picked up only single unit. So there was no point of conflict, but some question was discussed, so I have answered it yesterday also. It is now more in an elaboration point of view. Now let's go further down the line. Instead of here product, you can say, you can write the retailers. So I am changing the code position, so you can write retail here. So this is the position when you have mentioned here in this sales report, instead of products you are referring to the retailers. So this code will function, rest is all same. The different retailers are being used here as a symbolic system. So same code is being used, but only the retailer name has been instead of product name, retailer names are used. So you can use this. Or if you want to try a multiple aspect in this, so you can just pick it up your product category of same, and you want that it should be retailer wise, just add this item in. Let me see whether it is going to work or not with you. This is a practical live situation I am picking up, and I'm just making the code modification in front of you in the live class. I am not aware whether it is going to come or not. I'm just using a hit and trial, and I would like that all the participants should try make experimenting situation and use the experimental labs in the R. R is also a experiment based coding system. So try and modify code. Do not work on already existing codes. Make modification first. Once you started making modification, ultimately you will reach to the home very fast and very quick. Now what I did in this code, item remains the 4. Retailer 4 are induced here. So retail 4 are induced. Let me see how this code is going to behave in front of you. So code is going pretty well, and yes, we are talking about here the dairy item 1 to 5 coded. The dairy retailers, here we can say retailer 1, retailer 2, retailer 3, retailer 4, and these are the item being uniform item being sold here, and this is the quantity when picked and price in uniform and sales dates. Now, what comes to your mind that is this code is restricted to only 5 items? No. This code can be applied in multiple items. What I did, I have tried to increase the ratio which is referring from 1 is to 5 to 1 is to 10. So the moment I have referred this ratio, I'm not sure this code is going to function. I'm just trying to experiment this code in front of you and applying the run command on this. So this is the run command, and I selected the code, I run the work. So you will find that there are 10 SKUs and 10 variety of quantity and 10 prices and 10 years of data is in front of you. It is showing the clear summary of 10 years. Similarly, we can increase the number of years, but you make sure that the moment you increase this particular variable here, the variable like this as far as the names and rest of the things should be at par. Let us try if we are not making this variable at par. So if we are not making it the variable at par, will it going to bring some change in the system? Let me try in front of you that the moment I have increased the dairy items, but I have not changed the names. I kept it standard. So there might be some errors visible. So you will find this error, red color error is visible, and you are not able to retrieve the report. So ultimately you have to increase the size of all the SKUs in the similar format, otherwise it will not function as it is. The moment you change the format, it will also not function. So you have to make all the coding standardized, all the coding uniforms. A single mistake of a comma will not be tolerated by the system, and R Studio or R console is concerned. The moment you make a mistake, the results will not be as per your expectations, and if results are not as per your expectation, what will happen? You end up regretting, and there will be a dissonance in your side that I have learned this course, I'm unable to use this course, and it is not of use. So this thing you need to make sure that whenever you are learning, try to do some activities around and do not lose your heart. 1 2 3 4 5. So do not lose your heart, keep on working on with this. I have learned this whole process over a period of 6 years time period, and these things really matter a lot. Let me put fictitious figures so far, and 3 6. So I will replacing from the above quadrant because it will take a mistake otherwise. So I'm just trying to plug in the copied version, so it will make our job easy. We can change, certain changes can be made here for keeping ourselves workable, and let us see how things will function here. Now I have to increase the number of years to the tune of 5. So let us put a comma, place it with this, and change the activity. This is what is the code writing exercise I am demonstrating in front of you. Please learn and see how we can modify this code. Please do not put anything in the chat right now, otherwise what will happen, the focus of our class will missed. So there might be certain participants who are well aware about this. There might be participants who are doing first time. So I need to take all the class along with me. So you need to be little bit 9, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can put 11. You can put December. So here we have 3, 3, 6, 9. Then we can go ahead with the further codes. Let us change the figures. Yes. So this is done most. This can be 7. This can be 6. This can be 11. This can be 10. This can be 9. Anything you can put. The format should be same. Let me see. We are going to retrieve this code resultant or not. Let me check. So you will get this code resultant because the moment you change it, I think mistake has been occurred. So that is why this resultant has not came. So I forget to put it into bracket. So let me check this code is working now. Is this code is okay, and see whether it is functioning or not. Wait. Okay. So this code has functioned. No yet. So there is some mistake which I have committed. So code is not being actually run properly. The moment you have put 15 items, so there might be some mistake we have committed in this, and again there will be some issues when you do not perform properly the coding function. It will create a conflict. There might be issue 1, 6, 9. So these issues will definitely create a code conflicts. So it is because of the code conflicting issues we are not able to bring the results in line. So there might be issue, but I've already demonstrated that how you can rectify and modify code. It is just a matter of concentration. Let me try it again, otherwise we will leave this code and move ahead. So we will not waste our energy, and still there is one or two mistakes are there which I have committed. We can rectify it later on. So let's leave this code, and ultimately you are able to see how things are being extracted clearly. Now let's go to the function.